Hello, welcome to this week's results show where I'm going to be bringing you the results from Campasole Golf Club from Monday the 2nd of February. So thanks for joining us, here we go. Las Gaviotas started on Tuesday the 3rd of February. They played a monthly World Handicap qualifier. The person in first place was Vron Porter and in second place on countback Alison Vasey. Bit of a coup on the nearest the pins. On hole 3, on hole 11 and hole 13 was Hayley Barker. And nearest the pin on hole 5, just taking the other one, was Mags Ray. Sprightly Golf Society, they played a Texas Scramble on the 3rd of February. The team in first place with 59.1, Glenn Trigg, Les Skipsey, Ernie Milford and Glenn Elliott. In second place with 60.5, Dave Mitchell, Finn Nielsen, Martin Wilkins and Spencer Truman. And in third place with 62, Harry Pearson, Ian Pragnell, Gary Davis and a new player, Bill Tiley. Welcome, Bill. Nearest the pin on hole 3, Finn Nielsen. On hole 5, Martin Wilkins. Hole 11, Ray Lyons. On hole 13, Gary Davis. And hole 8 in 2, Ernie Milford. Wednesday, Golf Association didn't have a game because it was a shocking weather, which it has been over the last couple of weeks, so there'll be a few of those. And no results from Thursday friendly at the moment either. So the next game was the Clubhouse Golf Society on Saturday the 7th, and they also played a Texas Scramble. In first place with 59.5, Glenn Trigg, Steve Carter, Pete Constable and Mags Ray. In second place with 61.1, Phil Helton, Martin Geary, Alan Hebby and Alan Harris. And in third place, Chris Bye, Ian Pragnell, Alison Vasey and Gary Davis, but no score down, so it can't have been very good. Nearest the pin on hole 3, Alistair Ray. Nearest the pin on hole 5, Finn Nielsen. On hole 11, Ernie Milford. On hole 13, Steve Carter. And hole 9 in 2, again, Steve Carter. Cats Bar followed the Clubhouse Golf Society and they played a Pinehurst with 2 to score and 2 drives each. In first place with 95, Luke Sharp, James Tampin, Jason Holland and Steve Cronk. Second place with 89, John Leyland, Norman Morgan, Colin Jordan and Rab Young. And in third place with 87 points, Martin Lewis, Rab Young, Lee Friott and Kieran McGibney. Nearest the pin on hole 11, Dave Griffiths. Dixie's Golf Society, on Sunday the 8th, they played an individual Stableford. Once again, and he features here quite often, in first place, John Keane with 32 points. In second place, Peter Devine with 30. And in third place, the captain, Lowell Bridges, with 29 points. Welcome, Lowell, to the leaderboard. Sunshine followed Dixie's. They played a 3 to score on par 4 and 5 and all to score on par 3. In first place with 116, Dave Hackett, Ian Butters, Gary Davis and Kath Lacey. And in second place with 112, Dennis Jones, Bob Lawrenson, Annette Nielsen and Ina Ellingsether. Nearest the pin on hole 3, Dennis Jones. On hole 5, Dave Hackett. Nobody got on the green on hole 11, so hole 13 was Finn Nielsen. Hole 8 in 2, Bob Lawrenson, and hole 9 in 3, Mary Armitage. And there was just one twos winner. Well done, Dave Hackett, taking the twos pot. So, moving on to the following week, Las Gaviotas, they played a blind pairs game. In first place was Alison Vasey and Irene Langley with 67 points. And in second place was Alison Vasey again with Pat Oakes, also on 67 points, but on countback. Nearest the pin on hole 3, Irene Langley. Nearest the pin on hole 5, Mo Fentiman. On hole 11, Vron Porter. And hole 13, Alison Vasey. So welcome to Mo Fentiman. It's the second time she's played with the ladies and she actually got on the leaderboard. So welcome and well done, Mo. Just another mention on the ladies. On the 31st of March, we will be having our Ladies Fun Day and Golf. So if there's any ladies out there who haven't been playing recently but want to join us, get in touch with Ron and you can come and play the game and join us afterwards for lunch. And a very quick happy 75th birthday to Deb McLaughlin. I'd get shot if I didn't mention that. Well done, Deb. Many happy returns, and thanks for the party. Okay, so following Las Gaviotas, we had Sprightly Golf Society. They played a waltz 1-2-3. In first place with 90 points, Ian Richardson, Les Skipsey, Camille Vertonghen and Harry Pearson. In second place with 87, Dave Mitchell, Bernard de Grave, Alan Harris and Colin Reid. And in third place with 86 points, Ernie Milford, Gary Davis, Bob Evans and Dave Bennett. Nearest the pin on hole 3, Ray Lyons. On hole 5, Harry Pearson. Hole 11, Glenn Trigg. Hole 13, Dave Mitchell. And hole 8 into Dave Mitchell again. Wednesday Golf Association, they played a qualifier off the white tees. In first place with 36 points, Brian Perkis. In second place with 35, Dave Freer. In third, also with 35, Dennis Jones. In fourth place with 34 points, Bill Donald. And in fifth place with 32, John Leyland. And there was just one twos winner, Eugene Toy. Well done, Eugene. Thursday Friendly Golf Society, they played a Pinehurst reverse waltz. And first place with 88, Pete Constable, Harry Pearson, Ian Richardson and Phil Helton. In second with 87, Glenn Elliott, Camille Vertonghen, T. Roberts and Ernie Milford. And in third place with 86, Keith Humphreys, Ray Lyons, Les Skipsey and Gary Greenfield. Nearest the pin on hole 3, Keith Humphreys. On hole 5, L. Wells. On hole 11, Glenn Elliott. And hole 13, Ray Lyons. Okay, so then we move on to Saturday, the 14th of February, which was Valentine's Day. The Clubhouse Golf Society again played a qualifier in 2 divisions. So in Division A, in first place with 32 points, Glenn Elliott. In second with 31, Martin Geary. And in third with 29, Jimmy Butt. And in Division 2, in first place with 36 points, Gary Davis. Second with 34, Phil Houghton. And third with 24 points, Dave Spooner. Nearest the pin on hole 3, Glenn Elliott. On hole 5, Martin Geary. Hole 11, Bernard de Grave. Hole 13, Pete Constable. And nearest the ditch, on hole 2, Hayley Barker. Cats Bar, they played a Pinehurst with 2 to score and 2 drives each. In first with 97, Martin Lewis, Colin Jordan, Luke Sharp and Rab Young. In second with 94, Norman Morgan, Bill Donald, Lee Friott and Baz Elmore. And in third with 91 points, Dave Griffiths, Eugene Toy, Marius Bruisers and Stella Steve. Nearest the pin on hole 13, Eugene Toy. And there were 2 twos winners, Dave Griffiths and Bill Donald. Big congratulations, I have to mention, Dave Griffiths. Congratulations on your eagle on hole 2. Fantastic score. Sadly, there were no cameras to catch it, but your teammates saw it, so well done, Dave. On Sunday, the 15th of February, Dixie's Golf Society again played an individual Stableford. In first place, here he comes again, John Keane with 40 points. Second place, a new name, Ronnie Sear. Well done, Ronnie, with 34 points. And in third place, Stella Steve with 32. And Sunshine Golf Society played a high-low with all to score on par 3s. In first place with 84, Ian Butters, Henriette Reckbeg, Luke Sharp and Kath Lacey. In second with 74, Mo Fenterman, Ina Ellingsether, Mary Armitage and Gary Davis. And in third place with 70, Gary Lovejoy, Christine Dunlop, Bill Tiley and Liz Wakefield. Nearest the pin on hole 3, Ian Butters. On hole 5, Henriette Reckbeg. Hole 11, Ian Butters. Hole 13, Paco Belchi. Hole 8 into Gary Lovejoy. And hole 9 in 3. And it was a very good shot. It was almost down into was Denise Brown. There were 3 twos winners, Ian Butters, Paco Belchi and Sandra Griggs. So well done. Okay, so that's the results from the last 2 weeks. Please keep them coming in. I'm very grateful that you send them through to us. And if anybody has anything significant to let us know about, then please send that through with results and we'll give it a mention. Okay, thanks for watching. So now, joining me in the studio, I have a very special guest. It's your new captain, Alan Heavy.
Good afternoon.
Okay, so welcome back.
Again, yeah.
Okay, so this might be a regular slot if we, as we move on.
It's better than being on Crime Watch.
Well, yeah, there is that. Okay, so you've been in position for just over a month now. You took over on the 15th of January.
Yep.
Yeah, so how's the first month been?
Well, it's not as bad as you made out, really. I don't know if it's me or it's you that seem to have a lot less complaints at the moment.
Complaints?
You know, we don't
really?
have so many complaints.
Okay.
But I do make myself available if anybody's got
Yeah.
anything they want to say. Or approach me. If you don't want to approach me, you can always put in the suggestion box and we'll take it up with the committee, and if anything's valid, we'll see what we can do about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been pretty steady, a couple of little problems, but it's a lot better if people ask you straight to your face, and then you can give them a straight answer.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's right. And obviously you've got the committee still behind you, so
Yeah.
you know they've been in place for a while, so you know you kind of got that support there as well, just to keep things.
Well,
ticking.
it's continuity. There's nothing major happens. We can't change a great deal. We run the competitions and general things around the golf course. But no, if everybody's happy, everyone's happy, aren't they? If there's a major problem, we'll do what we can to sort it within the powers that we have.
Yeah. You mentioned the suggestion box there, which is in the golf shop.
Yeah.
And we did have something in there.
Yeah.
For last month, didn't we?
Yeah. One of the members had 3 suggestions really. He wanted to see about putting a Spanish flag on the 18th, like some other courses locally have, and a pole to keep the Spanish flag off the ground, which we're still pursuing. There's been the change in the course round, so the 9th becomes the 18th. This has been discussed, I think, for millennium. Since
numerous times. I mean, just in my time, it's come up at least 3 times.
Yeah, I think it pops up regular. The problem with that is it's not just moving the flags around, it's the stroke indexes, it's getting the course reassessed by the federation.
Getting the cards reprinted.
Reprinted, and a million and one other little things that you don't take into consideration.
Yeah.
I did speak to our owners about it, and he said, in theory, yes, generally it's a good idea. It should be that way around, but at the moment, there's no plans to change it around.
Yeah. I think there's other priorities at the moment. There's
Yeah.
so much more that needs to happen first before that's kind of way down the line, isn't it, really?
And his third point was general slow play, especially in competitions. You know, like if you can't score, pick your ball up. You know, the amount of time people spend looking for the ball. Just general things that everyone who plays golf should know. But the cost thing is playing a competition, they've got to finish the hole all the time. And if you can't score, pick your ball up and let's move on. Let's keep the game going.
Yeah.
Just general rules of golf, really. It's common sense, really, on the golf course.
Yeah. Okay, and well, not really on the subject of slow play, but we just had your first competition, which you kind of stuck with the same format that we've been doing, but you got 60 players in. It was your drive-in, which was...
Yeah, we had the captain's drive-in, so everyone got a chance to...
Did you have a bit of Dutch courage first?
No, to be fair, you put the ball down and hit it. So just about everybody got involved in it. They put the little mark on a little flag and put it out on the 9th fairway to where I think I could get it to. And we got the driving on the first one. Not as far. My excuse was it was into a very strong wind.
It was into a wind. It literally got up just before you took that drive, didn't it?
Yep.
And you did tell us you were taking your 3-wood.
And
I assumed that you were going to play your driver, so I was very optimistic.
I'm as inconsistent with the driver as I am with the 3-wood. But no, everyone got involved with it. It's raised just short of €60 for one of our local charities, which I will donate. We'll do that maybe next month when I can get someone up there. And look, it was won by Gary Greenfield. So he walked off with an
enormous bottle of gin.
A 3-litre bottle of gin, which will keep him happy
him going for a little while.
The next few weeks. He'll keep him happy. So no, it's good that everyone got involved in it. And say it's for a local charity, and you know, it's LV aged, isn't it?
Yes, age concern.
Age concern. I always get mixed. Which we'll all need at some point.
Yes, hopefully not too soon.
No, not too soon, but it's always good that they're there, and it's always good to support local charities.
Yeah.
It's next to golf club,
Yeah.
And people need to kind of look after local things that are good to us.
Yeah.
So that was the driving. The competition went very well. I know that you've done the results on it. As always, there was a couple of little minor things where people are falling out with each other, but it's good that you play with different people. You get a different aspect on game. If you play with a better player, you learn, pick a little few things up. If you play not so well, you can give someone a few tips, and it's just nice. That's how you meet new friends.
No, definitely. I know a couple of the groups that were playing just before me. There was people who were kind of introducing themselves, which I thought was great because they're obviously playing with people they've never played with before. So, you know, and that's what's nice about these comps. It just mixes everything up a bit.
Well, going back 3 or 4 years, the first comp I played in, I got drawn with 2 people I'd never even heard of, Alison Vasey and Henrietta.
And now you're best mates.
And now we're best mates. You know, good old Alison brings me a sandwich in every week when we play together, and Henrietta's just nice. So that's how you make new friends, and that's what golf's all about, really. Is meeting people and having a good time.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Golf's golfing. It's good days and bad days.
And so the next comp is going to be the...
I've got these written down because... So our next monthly comp will be the 18th of March, which is a Wednesday. Same kind of format, so people either book through Golf Direct, or if you're not confident with that, just go into the shop, see Toby or Sandra, and they'll enter you into it.
Yeah, and that's worthwhile mentioning actually, because the link will be sent out, or it should be out by the time this goes out, and it is very easy to do and to register yourself. But if you do have any problems, please just speak to the golf shop, and Toby and Sandra will be more than happy to register you. So, it's fairly straightforward.
Yeah, it's straightforward. I think what happens with a lot of things is people think, oh, it's too early, I won't register.
Yeah.
And then they lose the email, it disappears off, and then they forget all about it. That's why we chase people up. But say, either register through the app or just call in the shop and see Toby and Sandra. That's all right. Later on, the beginning of April, we've got Hollertyning, which will be done over 2 weeks.
Yeah.
The front nine will be shut for, I think it's 2 or 3 days.
It's 3 days, I think, for the front, and then the following week it's 3 days for the back.
Nine.
Yeah.
I know it's inconvenient, but this is just part of the things that needs to be done.
Unfortunately, that kind of coincides with the start of the knockout competitions, which start on the 1st of April, don't they? So
from the 1st of April, so people have still got 2 months. So the sheet for the knockout competitions has gone up now.
Yes.
So if you want to register for the competitions, get your name down now. When you register your name, pay your £5 for each competition you want to be in. That starts on the 1st of April. And you've got 2 months, because obviously the first 2 rounds, a lot more players involved. So, but don't leave it until the last week to try and get your game in. There is some rules and regulations gone out about it. Well, we've changed it a little bit this year. So have a look at them when you register, get your name down, and let's have a good competition for the club championship. Yeah,
good. So that kind of takes us up to sort of the end of April, doesn't it? We've got, the monthly competition on the Thursday, the 16th.
16th for that, and at the end of April, on the 23rd, St George's Day, we've got the UK versus England versus the rest of the world, which is always a very good competition, a lot of fun, a lot of mickey taking. So it's nice if people get involved in that as well.
Yeah, it's always a good fun competition.
We've got plenty of nationalities playing, so it's normally a good day, and it always works out pretty even. Yeah, so,
and we have to balance it out sometimes, don't we? But that's always good. So good. So that's kind of the diary for the next couple of months.
What's going on?
So it takes up to the end of April. Something else that I think we mentioned last time you were in, you were talking about doing an open thing and putting together, is that to do with the captain's team?
No,
two separate things?
Yes, 2 separate things. I'm working with Rob, who's just away at the moment. We're possibly looking at having a Camp Sol Open, so people can come from anywhere and as an open, just play 1 round of golf, and the best player wins. Just really to get our name out there and try and improve membership and people coming here, because it's still one of the best value courses in the area.
Yeah.
And not every, especially Spanish, don't really play it. So we're just trying to own that.
Yeah.
And I've been asked by various societies from different clubs, would we like to take them on? So sometime this week or the beginning of next week, I'll be sending out a letter to all the members. So if you want to get involved, I'll be looking for a team of about 16 players, possibly 12 players and 4 reserves, and then we'll just play like a home and away, maybe down with some lads against Aguilon and Condado and various other places. But if people want to get involved, please get in touch with me, and we'll put something together. And I say it's a bit of fun, but we all like a bit of bragging rights every now and then.
Yeah, no, it's a nice idea.
So just to push it forward, and cause I know lads like playing golf, and some like playing a bit more competitive golf. So if we're playing a different team,
and playing different courses and playing against different people.
And
it's nice.
And it's open to all handicaps and gender. It's not just the best players with the lowest handicap or the biggest hitters. It's all handicap based. So if some of the ladies want to join in, more than welcome. High handicappers, we'll just see where we go.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it'll make me unpopular because I'll most likely make the call and upset somebody. But
you probably will. But that's fine.
We probably will, but we've also got broad shoulders, so we don't get too upset about it.
Yeah. Okay.
So that should be fun.
Yeah. No, that's good. Just a couple of other things that I just wanted to throw over to you. Obviously, a point of note is that the club have just recently put the prices up. So
But it's never.
I mean, we knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
You know, it was always going to happen at some point. There's been a bit of feedback about it.
It's like anything. Nobody likes price increase.
No.
And I understand some of the members feel there should be possibly a bit more investment in the course, but it is coming slowly.
Yeah.
There hasn't been a price increase in the 3 years I've been a member down here, so it's had to come eventually. And
just
there
picking
is
up. Sorry, go on.
No. We have, as the committee as we are, we have no control of this. This is done by the owners. So really, we can't do anything about it, but just hope that people stay and keep playing the golf.
Yeah, but just picking up on what you said before, you mentioned when playing with other courses, we are one of the cheapest in the area. So looking at it comparatively, it's relative, isn't it? But
It's all relative, and at least what I like what he has done is put the price up by whatever he's done. But it is just a fixed price. You're not paying your membership,
the green fee,
and then paying £8 every time you play.
Yeah.
So if you're playing 3 times a week, 4 times a week, if you're lucky, it's another 24 quid. It's £100 a month. It ends up being a lot of money.
Yeah.
So this way, you know where you stand. You pay your membership, and then you can just play as much golf as you like.
Yeah.
And it's not very often the Camsol course is closed. So really, you're getting 365 days golf out of your money.
Yeah.
So the more you use it, the cheaper your golf becomes, really.
And you obviously you said about work going on the course. I think it's easier to take a price increase if you can see that the investment is being made there. I know there is a fair bit of work going on.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of work planned for the future, but it's kind of hard to see it.
Yeah, people want instant fixes, and it doesn't happen. We had an incident this week where we've had the strong winds and we've had a tree blow down on the 17th, which doesn't sound a great deal, but when it's a 40-foot pine tree...
It was a huge tree.
It does take
I know.
3 or 4 people a couple of days
But that happened whilst we were on the course.
Yeah, on the Saturday morning.
I know the marshal came round and made us aware of it, but by the time, I think we were on the 7th, 8th, but by the time we got to the 17th, it had been chopped and moved and gone, and we just played the whole
and
as if it had never happened, which was fantastic.
Finished clearing up, and these are kind of the expenses that you don't really take into account when you're mourning there's not enough sand in bunker, where they've spent a couple of days clearing trees away. So there is things happening, and there is things planned to happen going forward. So let's just stick with it. It seems a shame if you drive past your own golf course to have to drive 45 minutes somewhere else.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for coming in.
It's a pleasure as always.
And hopefully it'd be nice if we can make this like a regular monthly update, so we can
Right,
get your thoughts, see how you're getting on, and see where we're going in the future.
Let's go with the feedback. If people say yes, he's all right, I will do. If they say get the big ape off telly, I will do. But I enjoy it, so it's all good fun.
Get the notes in the suggestion box then, please.
Yep, fine.
Okay. Okay, so thanks for watching CTV. If you're watching us on Facebook, then follow and like us. And if you're watching on YouTube, then subscribe. So I hope you've enjoyed it. We look forward to seeing you again next time. So thanks for joining me, Heavy.
Thank you very much, Hills.
Okay. Bye for
Catch you later. Bye now.